Alright, hey guys, today I want to try out a new foam cannon, and this one I found on Amazon, right? So everybody can access this. It's only $16.99 right now. You could buy this on Amazon. So I'm real curious to see how well this does. It has, I mean, it's a very small box. Look at this thing, right? Very simple, doesn't really have much to it. Some instructions here, not much. Add water, soap, adjust the foam volume, adjust the pattern, and then adjust the spray angle. That's it, right? And it's from a company called Earleas. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. But they have a very interesting website for sure. I mean, their website, if you really look at it, their website shows the foam cannon on here on the main page, but they also sell heat tape. They sell, you know, the nozzles for pressure washers, the wands for pressure washers, right? That makes sense. A turbo nozzle. But they also sell, and if I remember correctly, they sell super absorbent pads, vomit bags. This is the weirdest, strangest thing. I mean, it's all pressure washer related except for the barf bags. And I really don't understand. And this barf bag is different than the original one that they had online. The other thing that I thought was interesting is if you go onto their website and you go to the top of the page and you look at the menu, they actually have properties. So they actually have apartment complexes that you can rent. And it looks like they're in New York on 5th Avenue. So not a bad spot. And I looked at one of them. I think I Google Earthed it or something, you know, 123 5th Avenue or whatever the case is. And it looked like an old office building that was, you know, it's got storefronts on the bottom and then kind of maybe some apartments up top, but it didn't really look legit. I don't know. I mean, it says 10,450 square feet, 20 offices, 6 baths. So I don't know. I'm starting to believe that this is an office building, not necessarily like an apartment you could rent, but probably a business location. So it's really kind of strange. You know, I was kind of like double checking. They got $1,600 a month in the same building with 2 bedrooms, 450 square feet. I don't know. Yeah, they were all on 5th Avenue. A glamorous house, 123 5th Avenue. Same exact address. Very odd, right? I guess you could buy it. A studio office, same location, same size, $1,500 a month. I don't know, something sounds a little fishy, but anyway, I'm here to review their foam cannon, the foam cannon that they labeled to be their own. So they probably got it from China, some of the parts, and along with selling property, they're gonna sell some foam cannons. So let's check it out. Let's unbox this. Let's scope it out. All right, well, not the most flexible. It's got a sieve at the end, right? It does have instructions with it. Here's the instructions. Basically, add warm water, insert the straw tube, connect the 1/4-inch connector. Water, less foam to the left, counterclockwise, more foam to the right, clockwise, just like any other foam cannon. Thank you for choosing Earleas. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us through Amazon. So it's strictly an Amazon sold product. HDPE bottle, right? So very durable. Got a wide mouth, not too bad, right? And is this 1,000 milliliters? It says it's 1,000 milliliters. It does seem small though. I don't know if that's truly 1,000 milliliters. I guess we'll find out. And then here's the manifold. Now the manifold looks pretty decent, right? So, and it's got a pin here that you could pull out and access the foam generator that's in here. And then we'll open this up to find out, and I don't know how tight this is, but we'll open this up to find out what size orifice is in here first. And then we'll go to the foam generator in here. And then we're just gonna use it stock, right? I'm gonna put some 4 ounces of super soaper, right? Got it all prepped up and ready to go into here with some water. We're gonna hook this up to it, right? Easy peasy. and then we're going to use it. And we're going to see how well it works and see if it's worth everybody's money. And it wasn't super tight, so we'll open that up. Oops, I lost that forever. Hang tight. There we go. So it's got an O-ring on it. Looks good. And then we have in here, we're going to use our flathead screwdriver. We're going to access the orifice in here to figure out what size they put in here. Because with my pressure washer, I'm getting about 2 gallons a minute. So 1.25 would be in the right range. 1.19, 1.25. That's really the sweet spot for me. So let's see what this is. All right, 1.19. Let's try that one first. This is 1.19, and it fits perfectly, right? Let's try the next size up, and that's going to be a 1.22. It doesn't fit. So 1.19, so that works out perfectly. I think that's okay. So I'm okay with a 1.19. I don't believe it mentioned the size of it anywhere else in the instructions or anything. So it doesn't say anything, but it is a 1.19, somewhere around there, right? So 1.19, 1.2, close enough. So we're going to put that back into place because that's perfect for my pressure washer. I'm okay with that size. Sorry about that, another Amazon delivery. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into this nozzle and we're going to open this up, right? Easy peasy. You should be able to take needle nose pliers and then pull this out. Almost. There we go, right? Pull that out, and then we should be able to access the foam generator that's in here. So we're going to, whoa, wow, just fell right out. So it's a singular foam filter, right? It's not a 3-piece or a 5-piece or anything. As suspected, right? It's going to be a singular fibrous foam filter, okay? That's standard in the industry. Okay, now whether or not that makes a difference, I think it does between a 1-piece and a 3-piece, and I'll do another video about that soon enough. Is there a significant difference between a 3 and a 5-piece? I don't think so. I tried. And that's why my personal Foamcannon, the Talking with Cars Foamcannon, has a 3-piece in it. So we're going to keep this because what we want to do is we want to try it stock and see how it does in a stock situation. All right, so let's put that back together. Everything else looks pretty good, right? It's got the 2 O-rings here for your vertical, horizontal, and the O-ring up top here for the fan pattern. So let's put that back on. That was easy. Put the pin back in place. Then what we're going to do is we're going to place this tube onto the back end of the manifold. Right? All right. Turn this clockwise all the way, right? Because that's going to be your adjustment for soap, right? Typically, it's always 100% max. Yeah. Now, in terms of the movement, this moves very easy, right? You know, you could lose your horizontal, vertical positioning pretty easily. So what you want to do is be careful about that. And then when you try to move the fan pattern, it's moving the horizontal, vertical separately. So this is a little bit tighter. So you're going to want to close this up so you have a nice fan pattern, and we'll adjust that as we go. But not the greatest nozzle in the world, right? The independence between the 2 functions isn't the greatest, but it works, okay? It's inexpensive. I mean, $16.99. Can't really go wrong. So let's fill this up with water. Let's put 4 ounces of soap in here and let's try it out. The one thing I did notice that the numbers on here, although they have ounces and they have milliliters, they're very hard to read. So, I mean, you can see right here, right? It's very difficult to read because they're kind of etched. They're pronounced. Oh, they're on the surface. There's 900 milliliters. There's 800. I'm kind of like at 850, somewhere around there. So I can fit the 4 ounces of soap into here. There we go. I dripped a little bit. And then we're going to put this together, mix it up. Does it leak? Yeah, it leaks. Not bad, but it does leak. Leaks out of the top piece right here because they don't have a diaphragm or anything on it. It's just a hole to allow air to enter while you're drawing material out. So that's it. So let's go ahead and foam up the car. Let's see how it works. All right, we're ready. Isn't this fun? Okay. Let's go for it. Let's see how the $16 Amazon special Earleas, they sell property also. It's on the watery side. I can tell already. I mean, it's not bad, but it's definitely on the watery side for sure. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can get you in a little closer. Right? Definitely on the watery side for sure. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change it to a 3-piece filter set and see if that makes a difference, because that's an easy switch. So let me do that and I'll be right back. All right, so I wanna show you real quickly what I'm gonna put inside of that cannon, right? You see that 3-piece? You see how it's 2 metallic screens and then the felt that's in between. So that's what we're gonna put inside of the foam cannon, see if that makes a difference. So hang tight. All right, so we got the 3-piece in here. We're gonna start this pressure washer up, see if it makes a difference. Definitely made a difference, no question about it. Now, is it as good as the MJJC or mine for that matter? I would not say so, but it is definitely better. It's got a nice consistency for sure. Better than before. Now, the only other change that I could make at this point is maybe put the 1.1 orifice in here, and that'll be the final change. So I'm gonna put a 1.1 in here and see if that makes a great change, right? Just a slight difference in pressure, increases the turbulence, and then hopefully give you better foam. All right, so in that same kit that I got the 3-piece filter, I have the 1.1 millimeter orifice. Final change. I'm not gonna change the draw tube because that's not the issue. Let's try it out. Let's see what happens. Slight improvement. Every little thing that I do adds a little bit more foam to it. So let's bring it in a little closer. One last time. And honestly, for a $16 foam cannon, with those minor changes, that's pretty damn good actually. Right now it's pretty good. And a good high quality soap, of course. All right. Not bad. Still a little bit on the watery side, and it is using a lot of material. So it's sucking that material up. And even if I'm not at the bottom, the problem with that not having a silicone straw with a stainless steel bottom or ball is that it's not picking up all of the soap. All right, that's it. The Earleas foam cannon on Amazon. It's only $16.99, And with a $10 kit, you can get a little bit more foam at it, and you could decide whether or not it's worth it. Now, for 50 bucks, you can get my Talking with Cars foam cannon that's personally tested for you. It's got whatever orifice size you need, depending on the pressure washer you use. So, I don't know, I think it's a no-brainer. But for $16.99, it's not a bad deal, honestly. It's cheap. Now, I also think that it's important that I give you a reference point, right? Because I'm always kind of comparing it to my foam cannon, right? This one right here, which, you know, I developed with SPS, and I'm going to show you exactly what type of foam I get out of this. You know, with the 3-piece, the 1.19 orifice, the draw tube, and I mean, quite honestly, the manifold and the design of the manifold and how important that is, right? So let's see, and I'll show you what it looks like. And you can see how consistent the foam is, right? There we go. Much different, right? So that's why I give the other one so much scrutiny, right? Because I want it to have this type of foam. And not every foam cannon is created equal, for sure. There's differences in the design and the way that it's set up. So when you find a foam cannon that works for you and you're happy with it, and it can be runnier. I mean, some people like that runnier foam. I tend to gravitate towards this kind of foam. And that's it, right? And just to put it in perspective, I put 500 milliliters of soap in here. I just foamed up almost the entire car. So. So it's not wasteful. Bottom line, are you going to be happy with the Earleas? Maybe. Maybe you're going to be happy with that one and you're okay, even with the slight changes that I made to it. But it does draw a lot of soap. And if you're going to use, I mean, in this case, I only used 2 ounces of soap and I did the entire car with just a little, like a hair over 500 milliliters. With the other one, you need 1,000 milliliters and 4 ounces of soap. So, you know, in the long run, you have to make that call. But for me, I'm sticking with mine. I think mine definitely stands out. And if you're interested, DM me on Instagram or email me at talkingwithcars@gmail.com and I'll set one aside for you. One more thing, if you are interested in this and you like what you saw, and I actually upgraded the draw tube with a better silicone tube. If you are interested in this cannon and you'd be happy with it, then that's great. I'm going to send this out to you. All you have to do is pay for shipping, which is typically in the $20 range. So for 20 bucks, you're getting this entire thing with the upgrades, with the silicone tube, and it's all yours. So thanks for watching all the way to the end. And because of that, you're going to get one of these. So first person to send me an email, it's yours. Talk to you soon.